So, Coach, I mean, from my perspective, it looked very similar to that first period, to yesterday's first period almost. The way two teams kind of came out, were almost like feeling each other, sizing each other up. How'd you see that?
Yeah, you're right there. I think that's two teams that are collectively playing really well. Good routes, not too much space out there. And when you do, you have to take advantage of them. And I thought we stuck to the plan. I mean, the three goals against. One is on the PK, deflected off the skate. One is a rebound, the first one. And then the third one, I think we can do a better job at managing the puck and coming back to D-zone. But that's a very good defensive team, and we did a good job at taking care of our defensive game, and we had some good looks offensively as well.
Eagles goaltender Adam Werner seemed to be almost mystical in Winnipeg, because he shut out the Jets in November, shut you guys out last night, shut you out in the first period, so almost as if you couldn't score, and then finally you get one past him, then you get second past him. Did that kind of break the dam a little bit for you guys?
Well, I don't know if the players really think about that. We never talked about it, but he's a good goaltender. He's big, he plays big, and it seems like the play is almost in slow motion in front of him. Sees a lot of pucks because we did a good job today at getting to the net front and trying to be in front of his eyes. But that's a good goalie. But you know what? We just had to stick to the plan and keep shooting pucks. Funny part is we only had 3 shots in the second period, and we scored 2 goals. But the quality of the shots were there, and Vesalainen scored a huge goal for us in the third period.
When you guys make it 3-1 and they come right back and score, now even though that goal gets disallowed, I mean, as a coach, you probably don't like the fact that they were able to respond in that manner. No. Despite the fact that you'll obviously get a boost from the
There's a momentum switch there for sure. You don't want to give any scoring chances against. So managing the game and managing the clock at that time, that's something we can improve.
Did you like that your team didn't this is a very good team. We've talked about how good they came into this series against you guys, rolling. And so the fact that they tie it after being down 3-1, to tie that game, that your team didn't bend, didn't break. They bent but didn't break. So did you like that from your team? Did you like the way they, especially responded in the third?
So there's some games where you're behind the bench and you have a feel for your team and you're not sure. Tonight, the bench was right. So. And when we say that, when the bench is right, they're saying all the right things and they're staying focused into what's important and the important details. It tells me that when they're going to get off the board and jump on the ice, they're going to run their routes and be sharp. And the bench was right the whole game tonight. Guys were alive on the bench. They were aware of what was going on. They were talking to each other. They were talking to the players on the ice. So I felt comfortable that we would, even if they came back in the game, that we would stay in the game and get 1 point and push for the second point.
You pushed for the second point, got the second point. It was a little unconventional. I mean, we don't often see a goaltender throw a hit behind the net. So, I mean, as a coach, what do you think when you see Mikkel Burton throw the hit, which obviously eventually leads to the goal for?
Well, I don't know. I'll have to look. I didn't have a chance to look at it again. I'll have to look at it in slow motion. But from what I've seen is live, he has the puck and he's just positioning his body to protect the puck because he wants to make a play. He's almost like a forward in overtime. He wants the puck and we use him and we know the skill level that he has to make plays, and he's part of our plan in overtime. But it's that was a great play by Spacek as well, and then Griffith under pressure and to score that goal. That was a goal scorer goal.
So now you guys are closing in on that 500 mark. You have 3 games out on the road. What kind of feeling do you have as a coach over your group now heading out?
Well, I feel pretty good, and I'm sure the players do as well. Even yesterday, you look at the game when I watched it back and studied the game closely, and that's what I did all day today. We played a solid game. We were in the right position. We didn't finish offensively, so there's a few things we had to do better. Today we had to be sharper in neutral zone after the second period. I thought we were a bit loose or not running the right routes at times. But overall, we're playing good hockey. When we had those 2 major road trips, the last half of the second road trip, we could see a tired team, and we could see guys that were making decisions because they were just tired, and then it's just part of the schedule. And we knew it was going to be tough, but we had to survive. I think we did, and this homestand was important to us. And beating a team like Colorado it's a big boost for our team.